Alrighty then, everybody, welcome back. I figured something out today, which turns out is actually quite useful for me. I was a little bit worried that here and there for it, that I might not be able to use it, but it turns out to be an error in the saving mechanic. I believe that's the word for it. So I'll show that first before I get started, because, well, you know, it's quite important to know. So let me just start this up and then hopefully get it up and started. Most likely the answer is no, but then again. So since that we're already trying to get everything here started, I want to get this thing up and running. Come on, work, please. No, you're gonna take an H, aren't you? Yep, you're gonna probably take an H. All right, I'll fix that later. Jesus, it's always funny when things don't load properly. So what I actually wanted to load is actually Steam on the other side, which is actually over here, but it seems to not work properly. So I want to create a new image, but it doesn't do the thing that I wanted to do. So let me just get the rest up and running there instead. Hopefully it still works. I updated the PC, by the way, if you can tell. And yeah, that brings complications with them again. So no further ado, let's get started. I'm just gonna be casually doing the same thing again as before. So just fixing up the bits here and there that I want to fix, which is this bit. And then once the rest, I will double check this so that I can technically load things up. Does it load? Does it save? It does. Good. At least that is fixed. Steam is not responding, so that's most likely probably because of OBS overloading it. So I need to fix that after this. So hopefully it gets. Hopefully I can get it right to work. But yeah. Fucking hell. So yeah, as you can see, there are some complications that I need to take account, and that I need to take in. Oh, for fuck's sake! That I need to take in an account. All right, so I cannot. Oh, I can do that. All right, so now it actually shows properly where the thing is. So now the layout is better. All right, so that's good. But I was hoping actually to have Steam running. But it seems it's not working, so I need to restart Steam. Hold up. Steam is not responding. Do you want to restart Steam? Yes! I want to restart Steam, you piece of shit. Now give me the fucking loadout for it. No? Alright, I want to press the OK button. Can I press the OK button? No. Alright, tap, tap, tap. No, that ain't working. Alright, UI is not loading up. Yep, I know that UI is not loading up. I need to restart this whole damn thing, and Alright, so I want to not have this message. Can I? No? No game? No? Alright, fine. Please tell me that I don't break the whole damn thing now. No, luckily not. Alright. So, Steam is not working. Lovely. I should have known that I'm not supposed to be closing it that early. But, what I figured out was that I normally use a music software that I'm normally using. And, I figured out what the problem was with the save crashing. So it turns out that you're not supposed to save on an empty save. So you're not supposed to save without giving it a name properly, which leads to an error because, well, you know, you have something saved with no name. So technically, normally it would say nameless or name 1, name 2, name 3, you know, that kind of feeling. But now it doesn't do that, which is quite annoying, which means that technically, you know, the whole thing. Oh, and now you're working. Ah, Alright. Fucking Steam. I swear. Sometimes this Linux is actually quite silly at doing things that I want to do. But so far it is working as intended-ish. And you can see that, yeah, I still have some complications here and there from time to time. What I want to do here is actually load now up for you guys to show you what I mean. So you guys can see what I mean here on this lovely little thing. So we have this software called 1BitDragon, and I will load up, the software, what I mean here, what I found out. So I'll put Carlos Lacar on it, easy. I added it a little bit already, but if I wanted to do, this bit right here, and I would save it, it says this, right? It has nothing on it. So if I now save, it crashes. Watch. Ta-da! So what you need to do is you need to press the number, or you need to type in a name before you save something. Who knew that is actually important? I didn't. I thought it would be going automatically towards what I wanted to be doing it, but no, it doesn't do that. So I have been working my ass off to get that, figuring it out, and I was like, alright, I will back off for a moment so that I figure out first what the error is and see where the error lies. And yeah, I figured out where the error is and how to avoid it. So I can now use that software again, which is quite good. That's always what I do, Try first avoid the problem and then figure out what the problem is so that you can actually work your way around it. So today I want to go back to where I want to be with this, which is fixing up the clothing, then fixing up the face, and then we can actually start with adding in a blink animation to this thing. Well, at least, that's the plan. I don't know how far I'm gonna get at this plan. I don't know how far I will be getting at this plan. I still need to do some bits and pieces. I'm planning to get myself some glue wine. Well, at least, I'm planning to get it and look for it at least. And see if some places have them at a liquor store. Because I wanted to give somebody like, glue wine. Because, well, it's Christmas, so why not? Well, at least, it's not. Is it really Christmas yet? No, probably not yet. But the point is, I want to get some glue wine because the person likes wine, and why not go for warm wine instead? That is literally what glue wine is. It's literally warm wine. It's pretty good though, by the way. If you ever have tasted glue wine before, it is a nice little bit of wine that is actually heated up, but it has a far more softer touch, far more softer texture to it when you drink it. So it is not, you don't taste the alcohol that hard. So it doesn't hit your, it hits you, it will still hit you hard, but it is less of a thing when you try to drink it. Which I always don't like with these kind of, what I always don't like with wine is when the wine you taste is extremely, you can feel the alcohol inside of it, or you can taste it at least. That's the worst part. Feeling it is not bad, but it's still bad, but it's not that bad as... Alright, so now we need to go back and do it again. It's a lot of repeating work, as stated before. But then again, once this whole ordeal is done, it will be looking better than when I had only 4 images. Mainly because these 4 images are not all the same, which is why I actually need to do it again. And yeah, I'm hoping that I can get this right. Alright. There we go. Then we're gonna go here, grab that. I like the new display, by the way, the new display of what color I have selected in the color selection. It's a nice update for Krita itself. It makes things more easier to see, because if I now select this color, I can see what color I have selected before and the color I have now. So you can see that, yes, I have this color. It's the same as one and that one. So yeah, it's pretty easy to know and pretty easy to see. You can also see then what kind of colors you want to use if you are looking for colors to compare or colors to use in a color scheme, which is quite important sometimes. So right now we're just going to be putting this down and this bit down. Oh, damn it, I forgot to use the... First I need to get this one. Damn it! Why always is that a thing? There you go, that should be cleaned up. Yep, it is. And then we're gonna do some coloring. Now, with that said, I can actually go where I want to be with this. There we go. And then we're gonna go for the back color, and then that should then work. So that's a darker color, and now we have all the colors that we want for this to work with. Alright, then we're gonna go back to here, grab this one, grab the light color, and then use that for ourselves. And then we're gonna go here. Yep. Then we're gonna make sure that the necklace is done. There we go. Alright, then we're gonna go for the next one. Luckily it's not too many fucking layers again, so that's good. And right now I think this is the biggest part, and then the background is also one of the bigger parts, but right now this is actually one of the bigger parts that we need to do anyway. Then we also need to do some hair again, but that should be easy actually. But first I need to fix the face, and then I can actually do the hair, because the face is more important than the hair right now with how that works. And step by step we get a better result. There you go, and then that should be it. There we go. And there we go. Easy. Grab a lighter color and then easy way of doing things. Nice. Then we're gonna grab that bit. And after this, I need to definitely, after this whole damn drawing, I need to make actually a Christmas drawing again, because that's definitely a thing I need to do. You know, saying people Happy Christmas in the way in the way how I always like to do it. Making the Christmas snowman again. No. And then we're gonna grab that color again, light color, make that happen like this. There we go, that way, and now we should be able to get where I want to be with this. So first things first, save it. Just in case, and then we're gonna be making sure that we have that whole damn thing. There we go. And now we're gonna go to the next one. So again, making sure that that one is there. I believe we don't have the same anywhere. Or is this the one the same? That one is the same if I'm correct, right? Yes. So we can copy this frame here, which fills up all the stuff. If I'm correct, yes it does. But we need to fix some bits here and there. There you go. Alright, then we're gonna go here, which is then the other one, right? No. Is it then this one? No. Is this one? No. Is this one? No. Is this one? No. I don't believe it. Nope. So we only had one reuse, right? Yes, we had one reuse. Alright, cool. Says there's one whole drawing. But this one needs to be filtered, so we're gonna... oh. So we're gonna be doing it again. And that's the whole point, isn't it? You spot the mistakes you make, and then you fix the mistakes that you did. Alright. Then we're gonna go here. Ah, I see a mistake here on this bit. There we go. There we go, and that should be it, right? Yep. Now we're gonna fix that bit up. Then we're gonna use that gap again. Oh, where's my mouse? Where's the thing? There it is, good. Now I can actually redo this. Yeah, sometimes it disappears just like that. It's annoying. But not every software is perfect. Neither am I using the right neither do I'm using the right operating system for all of this, but then again. Alright. Then I'm gonna be using this, and then making sure that I have that part done. Easy. Then we're gonna go here. Alright, and then we're gonna go here, which is probably, yeah, that's a copy of this. Nice. And then this is then a copy of that one, most likely. Yes. Alright, so that is then a copy of that one. And that one is this one. Yep. Alright. So, luckily we did find what we need. And then... Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. So then we're going to copy this, and we're going to paste it like that. Alright. Now we have the full thing drawn in and the full thing colored in, which is more important. Alright, so if we're gonna go for that. Ah. So then it's this bit, and I forgot to make sure that that bit is fully colored up. Alright. Well, luckily I have this option here. There you go. Alright, now we have done that part, and now we're gonna make sure that we actually have the rest of it all done. So now we need to make sure that we have the face done properly. So which is this bit right here, and I need to go back to 0 for that. And I need to make sure that this is that way. And then we're gonna make sure that that is fixed. Let's put these two on a group together. There we go. And now we're gonna make sure that that bit is properly picked up. Oh. Oh. And we're gonna make sure that that bit is also fixed. And now we should have what we want for this. Yes, we do. Alright, now we're gonna make sure that we have the eyes, because that is also clearly a thing that we need to do. But first, we need to get a new one in here. No, this one needs to be underneath. No. This needs to be underneath this bit. Alright, now let's see if we can get this right. So we need to get this bit right here, so that is gonna be like here. Alright, now I actually have that, which means I now can actually see where my mistakes are, which is good. There we go. Alright, now we actually can go here. We have now that bit there. And we have a bit over here, so... Oh. Now let's do that again. So we also have a bit over here. And now I need to get onion layers for this, so that is gonna be like... There we go. And then again, back to normal. Alright. Dus if I now see this, how this would work. Yeah, that works. Alright. Alright. blaster. There you go. Alright. No. And then this one. There you go. Alright, so now we have this. Yeah, that works. Alright, we have now that. That is good, that is good, that is great. First things first, we're gonna now add in a color layer right here. And this layer is gonna be put in here for this bit. But I need to remove that bit. Alright, then we're gonna go back to this bit, no, this bit right here. Yes, and then I can actually install back the hairline. Alright. Then we're now going to add in the color that I want to add. Which is this bit right here. And we're going to add that in there for later down the line. But first, I need to make sure that the thing is actually solid proof. So yes, alright. So now we have done that bit. So now we have done that bit right there. That means that this bit right here needs to be changed, right? Yeah, that needs to be changed, alright. Sure. There. And then we need to get ourselves that next bit done, which is the thingabob. So let's do that as well. And then we have all the hair bits done. And we can finally start with the coloring of the oh yeah, it's a little bit more darker. Alright, we need to fix this bit because clearly that is actually a bit that is actually left open, which is terrible. There you go. Fix that just in case. Now that we are done with this bit, we need to make sure that we have that light up there. Oh, and we even had a darker color for that scheme. Alright, sure. Alright, then now we're going to be adding in the next bit, which is then, of course, reintegrated again. So now we're going to go here and deal with it again. So first things first, get that. Cannot wait to add the fucking face to it as well. Alright. And then we're gonna add that in here. And then that should then give us what I need. So now we need to go here, grab that darker color. Darker color on this side, darker color on that side, darker color on this side. Oh wait, this thing needs to be that way. Oh fuck. Alright, then we're gonna go here, grab that again. Alright. Alright. Then we're gonna go now to the next one. Alright. Let's do first the first bit. Here we go. Alright, let's get this one on the road. Now let's see. Let's save it and then see how far we are at it. How long have I been? Oh my god, already an hour almost. Jesus. Yeah, I expected it as such. Takes a goddamn long time to get this right. So it seems that the odd here is not correctly filled. But that will be fixed later down the line. So if I now add in the background and then say, here you go. That looks good. So let's just fix up the coloring first. There you go. So for now, remove. Remove keyframe. There we go. Yep, that is looking already good. Alright, I will leave it here for now, and then tomorrow we'll actually fix up the hair a bit. But yeah, the design is now correctly. I have now literally waving hair, so that's good. And yeah, I hope I'll see you next time. Until then, I want to wish you a lovely day, and bye!